One of the great benefits of acquiring the rights for a franchise is that opens your access and membership into a network of fellow franchisees that are doing exactly what you're doing, and they have had more experience in time and knowledge on what it takes to be successful at managing that particular brand. This is one of the great benefits of being part of a franchise organization. Now, there are times in which you as a franchisee may find that you need more help than you've been getting because you might be having challenges with sales in your organization or maybe profitability, etc. There are things that your franchisor can help you with in that area, and there's some things that they cannot help you with. And so in this show, we're going to be covering what are the areas in which your franchisor can help you when you need help in your franchise. So first, let's talk about the things that they can do to help you when you are in need. If, for example, you're having an issue with sales in your organization, one of the things that the franchisor can do, if you reach out to your business consultant, and the business consultant is the person that represents the franchisor and is there to support you in your journey. So one of the things that they can do if you have issues with sales is that they can come and they can do a brand audit in your organization and seeing if you and your team specifically are following the brand standards, the way the model was proven to be successful. Because sometimes we think that we're doing everything we can, especially when we're a new franchisee. We may be missing steps or areas in the brand that are preventing us to maximize the sales and the customer experience that we should. And not having the external help of that franchise business consultant coming as a third-party objective person to do an audit, it will give you an amazing amount of feedback that would allow you to understand why you may be having sales issues in your organization. Something else that this franchisor can do, or should I say the franchisor representative, which is the FBC, so franchise business consultant, is look at the feedback provided by your customers. A lot of brands have this 1-800 survey that people get in the receipts, when they place an order from your product or service. And these customers are encouraged to call that 1-800 number to provide some of the customer experience. And when you get those reports, which by the way are incredibly valuable, in there, it could give you an opening into what may be happening that is preventing your customers from coming back over and over again, because maybe there was something in their experience that might have not been as positive as you would want to. And so the FBCs can help you analyze these reports, see what they say, identify opportunities, so that now that gives you an action plan of what to do so that you can attack the problems and improve any potential experience and therefore increasing your revenue. Something else that the franchisor can do, or the FBC, is connect you with fellow franchisees in the area that are doing really well in the franchise. There is nothing better than being able to speak with someone that is just like you, a franchisee, going through the same things that you're doing in the same brand that you're in, helping you and guiding you in identifying potential issues, because their experience and their knowledge will help you minimize the learning curve that you may have to go to be able to be a top performing franchisee. So why not take advantage of the opportunity of being in this network of amazing men and women that are business owners that you can reach out to be able to learn from them. Something else that your franchisor can do is provide you some marketing support. Now, if you're paying a franchise fee, if you're paying a marketing fee, if you're paying a marketing fee that is in additional to the royalties, that means that your franchisor is doing either regional or national marketing with those funds. They, however, may have also additional local store marketing guidance that can help you address any potential issues in your particular area. Now, they're not going to do that on your behalf. That is your responsibility. However, they can provide you guidance on some of the tactics and channels that they know is successful for their brand, and they can give you assets that they have created and designed that they know has the proper branding and have worked for them in the past. And so giving you that information from that experience and those assets or materials that you can use in your community will be a tremendous help, but again, only if you actually use and implement them in your community. So really, that is something that you can absolutely potentially get from your franchisor. The Another thing that your franchisor can do for you, if your issue is in the area of profitability, is give you a little bit of feedback on that. However, that assumes that you and your fellow franchisees are submitting your monthly profit and loss statements to the franchisor. One of the reasons why franchisor asks for that constant monthly report is so that they can see and monitor the health of the franchisees. Clearly, franchisors want you to be successful, because if you're not successful, then they could hurt, obviously, the brand. And they want you to be successful, because the more successful the franchisees are, the more successful they're going to be. However, there's certain limitations that do not allow them to go too far into it. But if franchisees are sharing the financials, one of the things that the franchisors can do is share the averages of those financials with you, so that you can then compare where you are with your numbers versus other fellow franchisees, either in your area, in your region, or even against the whole country, so that you can potentially identify areas in which you can do better. And then that way you can spend your time and effort on those areas and not on everything, and not be able to cause possible change. I will tell you that I spent a third of my career, over 10 years, in the walls of corporate headquarters for franchisors. And I know for a fact that everyone in those franchisor offices want franchisees to be successful. I know, I was one of them. Every day we always talked about franchisees. How can we help them be more successful? How can we improve their profitability? How can we increase their sales? Literally, most of the corporate employees in the headquarters of franchisors are there to help the franchisees be successful. If you ever think that that's not the case, that the franchisors are not in it for you to win, I will tell you, knowing from experience, that at least for the vast majority of franchisors, that is not the case. They want you to succeed, but they need to know when you need help. So it is really important that if you find yourself with challenges, whether it's sales or profitability, raise your hand and ask for help, because they're going to do whatever they can to help you be successful. Now, it is important that there are some things that the franchisors cannot do, and that is things around employees or deep business coaching. And the reason for that is because of this law called joint employee liability. Because of this law, franchisors are not able to go into any level of details when it comes to your people management, and they are not able to go and train your people into any area of opportunity, because that could be considered as a joint employer challenge. And so for that reason, their focus is in giving you, franchisee, whatever tools they can in the areas of the brand, the product, the service, the image, and of course, the national and regional marketing. They can do as much support and help in that for you in those areas. They are limited to go into all the other areas due to this joint employer liability issue, and it's something that you as a franchisee should be familiar on, and will help you understand why sometimes they're not giving you some things that you know you need, but that they are unable to do it. If your issues are around people or staffing, of course, or maybe profitability, I would like to suggest that you reach out to other resources. First of all, one of the things that it is true is that these franchise models have been designed around systems and processes that should be profitable, assuming the model is being run properly. So if you're having, for example, profitability issues, make sure that you're following the model properly. And let me give you an example. In food service, the product is designed to have a specific target of cost of goods. But if you don't follow the recipe, if you don't follow the portions on the process in which the product is made, then you might be overspending in an area that you shouldn't have to. Another example is if the model is not being followed by the number of people or how to deliver the product or the service, you may be overscheduling people. This will cost you additional labor costs that shouldn't. And so my first suggestion, if your issues around profitability, make sure that you're following the model as efficient and effective as possible so that you can minimize your costs and your expenses around that area. Something else, if it's around people and profits, why not reach out to your fellow franchisees? Again, they have a lot of experience. They have been doing it for a while. So learn from them and learn how they're handling those issues so that you can do the same. Something else that you can do is reach out to family and friends that are in business, especially if they have a small business ownership, where they understand what you're going through. Because even though you have a franchise, the issues that you have in your small franchise are very similar to any small business. Everybody has employees. Everybody has cost of goods. goods, everybody has labor costs, and everybody has sales, so the experience is very similar. The only difference is that you have a franchisor-franchisee relationship, but they can still help tremendously. Now, there are also a lot of online resources. If you have a question, you can always, go online and enter your questions, and people and answers will come up. Something else is available is programs that are designed to help franchisees and business owners develop the business acumen that they need to be successful. So let me go ahead and suggest one of them, and that is us. The American Franchise Academy has several programs designed specifically to help franchisees in all the areas of leadership and management that you need to be able to be successful. We mostly pick up right there where the franchisor ends, because we are able to provide you with the knowledge, the skills, and the resources that you need to manage your people, to manage your revenue, to manage your profits, and to manage your ability to scale your organization. So if you'd like to learn more about what we have to offer, all you need to do is go to our website, AmericanFranchiseAcademy.com, and explore our programs like the Command Program, designed for multi-unit franchisees and franchisees that are growing, or our Multi-Unit Leadership Certification Program. It's a program designed for district managers that are overseeing multiple units in a district, or a great development program for leadership and management skills for unit managers, where we teach the managers how to be great leaders, how to staff their stores, how to produce profits, and how to increase sales year over year. So again, visit us at www.AmericanFranchiseAcademy.com and learn how we can help you in your journey of becoming a successful and profitable franchisee. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.